Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for
Hey,
athletic
well,
program.
let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good, Tiger Nation? What's good, everybody? Welcome to another live show, live from Mobile, Alabama.
What it do, Pep?
What's up, baby? What's going on, man?
What's up, D? I love family.
Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. We down in Mobile, Louisiana, over here at the Holiday Inn. If you got any Jack State fans that's over here in Mobile at the Holiday Inn, feel free to come on.
Correctly. It is Mobile, Louisiana. We're gonna keep it that way too.
Mobile, Louisiana. I'm trolling because they, Mobile, Alabama, home of the Mardi Gras, so they take that serious out here too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Say what channel would the game be on? ESPN Plus. Every game for the rest of the year is on ESPN Plus, so you don't have to ask that question anymore. We don't mind the question, but ESPN Plus, all the games will be on ESPN Plus. I think we're a little too high, I am with them lines. What's up, everybody? What's up? See who we got in this day. Who down here, man? Who down here in Mobile right now, man? Y'all let us know who here.
Hey, D, I love family. Who got it better than us? I can't be loud like I normally am because y'all can hit the promotion in the background. So
well, it ain't as bad as it was, man. We, if y'all hear a little bit, we are here. Like I said, the Holiday Inn on the second floor in the business center, and we're sitting right above the restaurant. So if you hear a little noise, feel free to stop by and come holler at us, man. We'll be on for about a good hour and a half, talking about some football tonight, man. I can't get that slide together, man. So I don't know. I gotta keep. But we got TD, KT Dub in this thing. They not on the camera tonight, but they in here working. Appreciate all the support, man. We just saw the coaches too, man. We got a chance to eat a little bit.
Yeah, man.
I'm sitting on Swole over here sweating. We headed that way early in the morning. Okay, we'll see y'all tomorrow at the game. We'll be out there as early as we can be. Try to get some tailgate going on. You talking about my gun, bro? I know that. I ain't taking it out. They gonna work with it.
Yeah, man, we just need all the JSU to come out, man. Come out, support.
What's the temperature? Temperature's 71. Where did we go eat at, TD? What's the name of that spot? It was some oyster spot. Who? Went some? Yeah, Witzel. Witzel. We went to Witzel Oyster. One an oyster bar, was it?
Yeah,
oyster bar. Okay, yeah. Good food though, man. What's up, Carl? I saw Carl earlier at the
Witzel's.
Yeah, Witzel's Oyster House. That's what it was. It was at Witzel's Oyster House. See, we sweating because we walked all the way over there. So we got done eating, man. We worked out about half of what we ate walking back. I actually thought it was gonna be a little cooler than what it was, man. But it's actually not as cold.
It feels good outside.
Feels good, man. Still got that humidity though.
But I gotta tell you, the high for tomorrow is 70. So, hey, we very well.
Blue, we in your town, baby. You know where it's at.
We very well might not reach 70. We may be a little over 70.
No, actually, during the game, it's supposed to be 75 degrees.
But the high 70.
The high 75, 76. So what we're planning on being is the high is supposed to be around kickoff. Kickoff at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Then it starts to drop. But I think it has us, then me and K2W was looking at that. It has us in the 70s the entire time in the game. So it won't be as cold. You can still rock your T-shirt, your hoodie, whatever, however you want to come with it.
Yeah, man.
You can do it, man. But it's gonna be a great. The weather's gonna be perfect for football, man. So I don't think the elements will be a problem at all, man. So hopefully everybody here, man. We got the Boom in the house. The Boom made the trip. They're gonna put on the show tomorrow.
They're gonna do what they do.
And man, but it's gonna be a good game though, man. We can't wait to get to talking a little bit about some football. Zoe's been making his rounds this week on a lot of different podcast shows, and I've been enjoying just sitting back watching you talk, man. And I know you was on the Golden Boot. I want to say yesterday, and then earlier this week, he was on From the Hill, Alabama A&M. You want to touch on that?
I mean, just knowing it's a big game, man. Just wanted to get a JSU perspective in regards to the matchup that we had, and again, it's a big game. Like we stated, man, it's a de facto elimination game.
Yeah.
And both teams coming in with the same record in the conference play, as well as same record within the overall record. So just need to do what we need to get done, man. Just roll from there.
Yeah. That look like somebody need to come in. They come in, they need to come in. It's all good. We got the whole little area sold up. So you need to move that backpack though. Slide the backpack out the way, TD. Yeah. But no, you're right, man. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. man. 3 p.m. tomorrow. Lab People Stadium, Jackson State versus Alabama A&M. So hopefully you guys have already got your tickets. We looking forward to a really tough, hard-fought game. Actually, man, it's gonna be action-packed event, man. Got an Alabama A&M team that's pretty hot. Jackson State coming off a much-needed bye week, and it's time. Yeah, we gonna. Yeah. Anyway, y'all bring another pink scooter for Alabama A&M. No comment. No comment. No comment.
We saw one scooter this evening already. So
that's why I said no comment. I'll leave that alone. No, but it was actually we saw Coach Connell Maynard, man. Everybody was at Witzel's house tonight, man. That was pretty cool. I cannot get this slide. This thing is tripping right now, man. It's tripping.
But yeah, man, as I said earlier, man, we definitely need JSU to really get down here, man. This is a big game. We need to be the 12th man, root these guys on. This is a very important game in the midway point of the season. And we can take a step forward, actually, and also we get this win. This will be the first back-to-back set of wins for us on this season. And so again, going to homecoming with the with a 2-1 conference record, as well as to be 4-2 going to your second home game. We can actually try to go on the string here. I think we'll probably even touch on the fact of how we looked with, we even kind of mentioned last night on the Golden Boot with regards to the level of competition we had these first 5 games as opposed to just position to the rest of the conference.
Right.
Well, we pretty much feel like the first 4 games were the toughest games on our conference plate. Not to downplay what we have for the rest of the schedule, but if you look at from a conference standpoint to conference record, records of the team that we have remaining, what their winning percentage is. Because for an example, we have Alabama A&M tomorrow, and they mirror our record. When you look at next week with Alabama State, they only have 1 win on the season. After then, you got what? Valley, and I think Valley has UAPB. They have 1 win on the season. After that, you got Valley. Valley has no wins on the season. I mean, so the schedule is going to be quite favorable for us to actually go on a run. So the schedule is set up for we'll get everything of what we needed the elders. So you're talking about being able to get back on the right path, not only just winning but looking better. You know what I'm saying, and getting some things taken care of. Because again, when it comes to our desire for postseason play, we can only control what we got, and that's Alabama A&M tomorrow. And then we'll follow up each game as they come on the slate. But just take each game at a time and just put our best foot forward. But I also did want to highlight, too, in mentioning on the game tomorrow, it's going to be the very first game of the season where we'll have everyone in play.
So we got healthier, which is good. And y'all got to forgive me, man. I'm trying to I don't know why this thing is tripping, man. there's a lot that we have to cover. Actually, Rochelle sent us a slide as well. We'll touch on, but I think the only person that we probably will be without tomorrow would be I think our punter's still out. Should be back probably by homecoming, which we're excited that he's not out for the whole season. So that's actually encouraging.
Yeah,
I know he's excited. He wanted to be back, but nevertheless, you got to get what you can get, especially when you're trying to get healthy, man.
Yeah, but we'll make do in that regard as well. So, but man, first time being actually in Mobile for this particular game, and this is our last year in this Gulf Coast Challenge as well.
Yeah, I mean, we was here last year. It's supposed to be 3 years, but I think we just did 2.
Yeah, this
actually it's gonna be 2 years. We supposed to skip this year.
We're supposed to be in Huntsville this year,
Yeah,
and
that's
in
right.
Mobile next year. But because this is our last year in the Classic, we had a 2-game guarantee, and that's why we're back in Mobile this year. So we won't be back in this game next season. Next
year we'll actually be in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody in the comment section say, "Hooray to another Classic game that we gave up a home game," and I was like, "This year we would have been in Huntsville anyway."
Yeah.
So we're actually the away team tomorrow. So anytime you have Alabama State and Jackson, that tells you where you would have been playing the other Alabama school. That's how you kind of gauge it.
Well, the way the SWAC does it, being that we have multiple schools in every state, you always split. If we have Southern at home, we'll be at Grambling. If we have Alabama State at home, we'll be at Alabama A&M. Right. If we go to Prairie View, take the Southern to be at home. We've always done it that way. And you split between Valley and Pine Bluff.
Right.
So typically, you got Pine Bluff at home, you have Valley on the road, vice versa.
That makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, this probably not gonna happen, man. Maybe it'll happen before the show is out, but we'll just proceed for now. I was hoping that we could get. I don't know what's going on with the. Matter of fact, I'm gonna restart my phone. We'll see if that works. Because we got a lot that we did want to touch on. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll add it. The ladies soccer team won tonight.
Yes.
That was one of the slides we wanted to actually pick up. 3-2 over Alabama State, big win. So getting the weekend started just proper, man. Jack State over Alabama school. So we're looking forward to similar outcome tomorrow. They said it's the blue out for homecoming.
Pink out.
It's a pink, blue out, man. Blue and pink. Tomorrow's a white out though. We got to get past tomorrow first. Hopefully y'all got your white, man. We rocking white tomorrow, and it's gonna be fun, man.
We got to talk about the covers.
Man, go ahead. You got it. I'm trying to get these slides because slides are gonna cover a lot. But you know what? I'll tell you what. If I can't get them up, then we'll just talk about them. It is what it is. We'll guide you guys to them. What I will do now is let me add Rochelle. Rochelle's gonna have a show on Sunday, October the 8th. That was one of the. Let me do it this way. I'll just enter the studio. That way we don't have to worry about it.
Oh, Tyler lives in Mobile. What's up? Check out some new companies right quick, man. While you actually doing that. Look at Mika B in here. Look at Tyler in here. What's up, Mika?
Here we go.
The football girl got HBCU band talking to her. What's up?
There we go.
Oh, you rolling now, huh?
No, I just added the photo. We'll do it this way instead of the other way. So I wanted to highlight Miss Rochelle. She probably won't be on the stream tonight. When we drop the link, we may add some people up tonight. But be sure to tune in on Sunday. Matter of fact, go over to Miss No Gray on YouTube and go ahead and if that show is already up because it's scheduled for this Sunday, we want to make sure we get we go support her and tune in on Sunday. Very, very, very important conversation. Shout out to Miss Riri, man, honorary Jack State Tiger.
Yes,
joined us over in Atlanta for the first home game, and she talked about breaking the stigma. Said a 16-year-old nephew died by suicide. I wanted to just get that. That was actually going to be one of the last things we touched on, but since I don't have the slides on me right now because we had a technical difficulty, but we wanted to just make sure we highlighted this. I'm pretty intrigued. it takes a lot for Miss Riri to come forward to even have this conversation, man. It's like I said, I wanted to touch on this real quick, and then we'll get into some football stuff. But go to Miss No Gray, hit the subscribe button. We want to make sure we tune in each and every time Rochelle sits down to have these very, very, very important conversations. So, sis, we rocking with you. We support you 100%. We're rooting for you, and continue to do great work, man. So, wanted to put that up there. And but yeah, go ahead, man. I mean to steal your thunder.
All right, you good, man. While I was just going over the comments while you were actually getting the things up. But let's jump into this game tomorrow, man. It's a big game.
Yeah, that was it on that. I mean, matter of fact, before we do that, let me just go and see if I can touch on anything that we was gonna do. I definitely wanted to talk about men's basketball.
Oh yeah.
I got another one. I'll just add a couple of. We'll just do it that way. Let's do it old school. We're gonna do it old school style. We'll just add the photos and then we'll do overlays. But that's the only way we can do it for right now. But so give me a second. Let me upload these photos. I love the slam photos though.
Yeah, like we were telling over dinner, man. It's a dope concept, man. Really dope concept, man.
It was.
Going to try to wait until you actually got it uploaded, but I was just talk about it beforehand. But just the mere fact that they actually had the concept to take the Slam magazine.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
There you go. I mean, we need a swag magazine, bro.
We do. Hey,
this is cool, man. I love the color, love the scheme. I love Jack State Lady Tigers, Jackson, Mississippi, Teelan Bowler, Angel Jackson, Coach Tamika Reed. Of course, you guys know we talked about on the last show. Teelan Bowler is the preseason SWAC Player of the Year, and Angel Jackson is preseason Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, man.
So you got. I love this photo, man. Beautiful photo. Coach Reed always looking good, always coming stylish with it, and that's lit. Hey, but listen, on Wednesday, we showed all the love to the Lady Tigers. Hey, we gotta say something for Coach Mo, man.
Coach Mo in that. Coach Mo in the fedora.
Hey, man, look at the Coach Mo clean, man.
Coach Mo in the fedora.
Man, TD said he want that hat, man. Hey, so Coach, hey, TD said he coming for that hat, man. Hey, but that's clean, man. Shout out to Kyrus Customs, man, who did the custom suits for the men, as well as Coach Mo with the JSU block on that thing, man. That's fire, man. And we definitely want to show some love for them because I'll say this: they too had the media day, and not only did they have media day, but they also had let's see, we'll touch on it. First team all SWAC in basketball. We had Chase Adams, so. They released the all SWAC teams. Point guard Chase Adams, first team all SWAC. Mm-hmm. Pretty big accomplishment for him to get the season kicked off. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brown? What's up, baby? We got our first guest of this thing. What's up, big dog? Good, bro. Good to see you, man. Second team, all SWAC. We got Romel Manziel.
Yes, sir.
And we got Mr. Ken Evans Jr.
Yes, sir.
So we got 3 preseason all SWAC players, as well as
something we didn't have previously before last season.
We didn't, but the SWAC projection, the preseason poll got Jack State projected to finish 4th. Coach Mo wasn't too happy about that,
which is kind of oxymoronic because we finished 3rd last season.
Hey, Coach, you're right. He played for you too, Coach. He done copied your style, Coach. Coach rocked the fedoras always, man.
So what's crazy is kind of oxymoronic because we finished at the end of last season in 3rd place, and then we returned everybody.
Yeah,
upgraded on our recruiting, and we were pitched to finish worse than where we were last year.
Let me ask you a question: Did they factor in the injury of Deshaun Ruffin with the preseason poll? You think they did?
I'm willing to bet you within the SWAC. No, they did.
Okay,
because I'm willing to bet you even with Deshaun, they still keep him at 4th.
Interesting. I mean, man, I really wish we could have got I really wish we could have seen Deshaun Ruffin this year. I mean, arguably best player, probably the best player to come out of Mississippi the past decade, easily. So to have a player like that on your roster, but for him to go down in injury is tough. It's a tough situation for him. So I'm gonna upload these preseason photos real quick, and then what we'll do is we'll move on from basketball, and then we'll talk about football the rest of the show. And then we will open it up for you guys to come on up We hope to get you guys up on the show and talk some football, man. We're gonna get into some in-depth dialogue in regards to tomorrow's game. But hang tight. I got a couple of more photos I do want to add.
And Granny Ann, so you just mentioned it. Where exactly did you watch the soccer game? So we're gonna let everybody else know the next possible game. If anybody else want to watch it, they can. Granny Ann, you could let us know in the comments where you watched the game at, or what was it streamed on. But oh man.
So I'll go ahead and put these up real quick, if y'all don't mind. I know we mentioned it, but we want to put these up. There you go, Zoe. First team all SWAC. You got PJ Henry from Texas Southern, Zion Harmon, our very own Chase Adams. You got Jeremiah Kendall, Alcorn, and you got Kylan Milton, UAPB. Thoughts?
Yeah, man. Kendall actually, I see that Zion Harmon is a dog.
Yeah, Zion Harmon, real deal.
So that was to be expected. PJ Henry was actually a good player as well. Chase, man, I expect a lot more out of Chase Adams this year, man. I think we're going to see some growth. Again, you got Kivian posted up behind him. I'm not too familiar with Milton because I really didn't follow UAPB that much, so I can't really comment too much on the kid. But like a good first group on first team.
All right, second team, Romel Manziel, the big man in the middle from California, and Ken Evans Jr. State. And then, of course, you got from Grambling, you got Jordan Smith, TJ Matlock from Alabama State, and you got Joe French from UAPB. So, three, we got the most. I think we got the most in the conference.
So now watch this. So go. Remember I said about
so 60% of our team is all SWAC.
So 60% of our team is all SWAC, and yet we're going to finish fourth. Math ain't math.
Interesting.
The math ain't math.
Let's put it up there. Let's put it up there so everybody can see it. Based off everything that we just said, you still have Jack State projected to finish. I mean, they had 3 first place votes. Texas Southern projected to finish first, Grambling second, Alcorn third. I mean, those teams are, rightfully so. They were pretty strong, man, with what they did in the previous year. So returning some good players, like you said. But this is our opportunity though, for us to go out and take something. You know what I mean? I know we may not like the way it's all about how you finish though, right?
One thing is that true, but one thing it did show in that graphic, if you actually go back, one thing you need to notice that they are actually picking us to win the East Division.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I see it now. Yeah, all three in the West, and and then you got Southern at 5th, Prairie View. Damn, the whole West.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see what you're putting down there. So
you know what I'm saying. So
what? But we'll move on from some football and jump into move on from basketball. We did want to show that because we did not. We showed a lot of love to the ladies on Wednesday. We wanted to make sure we get them in the same respect. And before we get going though, we got to commit. We got to commit this week. LT Brown, left tackle. Mississippi Delta Community College. Nasty. I like him. Any thoughts on him?
I like the pickup. The one thing that stood out to me was versatile. Even this year, played both played tackle and guard.
Okay.
Played mostly at right tackle, but actually did play some guard. Can move, has a little bend, and he has a national streak. He plays with an attitude. Plays with leverage. But I do see where he can, use some more coaching. He has a lot of upside. He's not the best version of himself, but he's damn good play.
I like it, man.
A damn good project, a damn good player for Coach J.O.
I mean, we're going heavy O-line, which I like it, as always. You know, we got a lot. We already have about 3 or 4 commits already to the O-line.
We have 4. This makes 5.
Yeah, let's make the 5th. Strong. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. I think the coach is doing their due diligence there. One of the things Coach TC talked about in the press conference this week, he talked about with the bye, they had the opportunity to do some much needed recruiting. They took advantage of this time and got out and pounded pavement, the contact logs and went and made some offers, man. So it looked like it's paying off. But yeah, we get ready. So that's pretty much the preliminaries we had that I did want to touch on. I had a couple other things, but we'll just pause on those and we'll wait to the next episode, probably on Monday. Speaking of Monday, though, one thing we have talked about, I want to put this out here. We got 424. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man.
Oh, and I'd be remiss.
Make sure you hit that like button too.
I thought we mentioned it earlier, but I'd be remiss if I said it again. JSU by 40 campaign.
That's right. That's right.
On that thing, man. Look, we need 50,000 alums to do it. $40 a month for a full fiscal year, man.
That'll equate to $24 million, man, in a calendar year. That's a lot of money for athletics. We could do some really big things. We talked a lot about NIL on Wednesday. Did y'all see the? I did want to touch on that. Did y'all see the Utah situation?
Oh yeah, we got that.
Hey, for y'all that don't know, Utah got an NIL right now where every player on the football team got a brand new truck.
And then I actually did even more research into that.
Every scholarship athlete. That's right. So that's 85 pickup trucks. They all range around 60-something, 62. Insurance as well.
But here's the thing.
Wow.
Here's the thing. I did some research on this. Every scholarship football player, insurance covered as well, but they're all leased vehicles that were not purchased.
Right. So it's hinged on. Go ahead.
They get the chance to purchase those for what it's worth
if they graduate.
Absolutely. And it also is hinged on their staying with the university.
Yes.
So obviously you jump in the portal, you got to drop the keys. You got to drop the keys.
There's a caveat to it. So, they are leased vehicles, but it's a lease to buy. If you graduate, then it actually purchasing insurance.
Well, yeah, obviously it's leased. What's the NIL cap? There is none. As long as you're worth as much, as the company is willing to pay you. But you have to look at the NIL trajectory for some of the top athletes. Not everyone's getting those millions. You got those top athletes that get paid, but that type of stuff right there, what we say is probably an alum or someone that's close to the program that owned the dealership.
There's no problem to it. I can assure you it's an alum. and the fact that they're leased vehicles, he gets a tax write-off for it. So it's a benefit. It's a win-win for him and for the institution.
It could be. Listen, it could be a rental. It don't matter. When this is what they're saying. While you're playing football at Utah, you will get to drive a new truck. No questions asked. It's yours while it's here. But your insurance is covered.
And we actually got into that segue in because we just had this week alone in the state of Georgia. What I mentioned about the state of Georgia, now you have NIL deals for all the Georgia high school athletes. And so just speaking about, how difficult it's going to make that, knowing that you're going to have high school athletes being able to get paid while they're in high school, that, what it does and the psyche of what it does for recruiting, not just for HBCUs, but all FCS programs and even Group of 5 programs.
Well, I think the thing that we have to really hone in on when it comes to NIL is be great at what you do on the level that you can do it on. We can't get caught up in the big players that got big, long, deep pocketbooks, but you have to be willing to do something. So the question you got to ask yourself is, what can we do? What are we doing? I would admonish, all of those that are, in the city of Jackson, those companies, those businesses that are able to partner with student athletes, especially if you're tied to Jackson State. Y'all just have to never mind the loud talking back there. Yeah.
But
she got wings and fries.
Hey, give me some chili Fritos.
All I want that lemon pepper.
Trent, what's up, big dog? God, the video definitely mentioned alumni. Absolutely, man. So the thing is basically we can do a lot more than what we are doing, but let's not make light of what is happening. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that's being done, and we working, man. So we've come up with some creative ways regarding NIL and how to use this platform to partner with that. Yeah. So, oh man, he bought a chair, huh? I need them. Oh, send me that photo, man. Did they not? So the soccer coach brought a chair to Alabama State. This is Montgomery, huh?
Yeah, turnabout's fair play.
Oh my goodness, man. But no, I left my book, man. Got the book that came in. I like that. They took a photo with the chair. Then it came.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But anywho, no, in regards to NIL, we gotta get in the game. But again, getting in the game is about you doing what you do as great as you can do it. That's the goal. Not to get caught up in the what they say, comparison is thief of all joy.
It's a thief of all joy. That sounds like my old saying. I used to tell everybody, man, I do what I can do when I can do it.
There you go. Do it. What song was that? With the LL Cool J? Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
Now that may not be it wasn't. We ain't talking about what he was talking about, but you get my drift though. TD know what it was. I'm finna show y'all this photo. This photo is classic, by the way. Let me upload it.
Do it.
But in a second, we're gonna drop the link, y'all. If y'all want to come up, we'll talk some football.
Yes, indeed, man.
Get into the keys of the game again. There we go.
You should have put the caption up there.
What the cap? Oh, you know what? I didn't. I cropped it out. The caption say, came to Montgomery prepared and got the result against Alabama State. 3-2 victory. Coach Larry. I like that. Hey, man. Hey, can we all? I think Alabama. Alabama State might be bringing some chairs to Jackson for homecoming.
Look,
he said he wanted us scheduled for homecoming.
I tell you what, he bring a chair. Look, he can't walk. He limping back.
Speaking of the chair, let them tell it. If he don't win, he gonna be on the hot seat anyway. So we're gonna try to make that seat a little bit more warm. I know they got Bethune-Cookman this weekend, so Bethune go ahead and get that dub, and they come on to Jackson. We can.
Look,
give them another one.
Look, I tell you what, I know everybody automatically thinking that Alabama State gonna win that game over Bethune, but I said, man, look, if Bethune-Cookman quarterback is back, if their starting quarterback is back, I don't know if
Luke Sprague.
Yes,
yeah, he's good.
If their starting quarterback is back, I got Bethune-Cookman winning that game if the starter's back. Huh?
Bethune? At this point, the way Alabama State playing, I mean, So here we go. Let's get into football. Ken W say, listen, if I don't see no tempo tomorrow, I'll be pissed. I think it's fair to say we want tempo. We want tempo. Every time we go tempo, we go fast. It's effective.
We have an audience member who's been yelling for that.
Hey man, go fast, man. Go fast or go home. Go tempo. Well, last time we saw it, it works.
We have
but again, we talked about this. We talked about this night. And like I said, we're not trying to step on any toes. We're just talking observation. We're not in the room. We don't hear game plans. We don't know. But there is a thing, and I've been saying this. Sometimes you can overcoach. Sometimes you gotta let the players play and do what they do. Let the instincts kick in, right? And let them do, what they're out on the field. Sometimes you gotta read it from the field, not necessarily from the sideline. I'm not admonishing anyone to do whatever. I'm just saying.
I honestly can't. I agree with you 1,000%. I would just say it differently.
Okay.
I would just say, we want players to play fast. When we say fast, a lot of times we're talking about tempo, right? But I want to play fast in efficiency, meaning that we're not thinking. We got something in mind, and we're just getting to it. So my thing is, don't have the players thinking so much. You know what I mean?
Well, I think when you slow it down,
because the thing when we say
you slow it down,
you can
tell that
you can have players overthinking.
That's
what I'm saying. Simplify it.
It's called what I say, paralysis by overanalysis. That means you got so many things going on, so many things coming in. You can't robot through football. You gotta go play it. And I'm not saying that we're being robotic. I'm just saying if we're slowing it down because we think that, I don't know what they think. I just know what coaches said, but I know what we saw work. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the players that we got, man, we got a machine. I think we see that though. I really do. I'm saying that I really do feel like we will see that on tomorrow. That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think. There you go. That's a good point. That's good. It's
I already know you is.
Hey.
I'm right there.
We jumped on the same comment.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got it. Supposed to be cold front coming in. No, it's not chilly right now. Temperature drop. It's gonna be cool in the morning. Zoe says Zoe, the soccer game just popped up on my screen. I subscribe to every JSU channel. I'm forwarding it to Ken's email. I already got it, Miss Granny. You ain't got the email. That's okay. I'm already subscribed to everybody. I don't need that email. It said it should come in second. That's right. That's how players should perform. I mean, that's true. Let's get into this one here. We have to maintain the majority of time possession. That's the main key. Convert on loan. That's a good point. Third down. Third down.
On both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. Get off the field on third down and convert the third. We need to see a lot of third and shorts.
But the thing too,
stay away from third and long.
But to add to his point, if you get off the field look, if we want to do math or equations,
yeah.
If you get off the field on third down often, that automatically equates for the most part to time possession. Because watch this, if you're converting on third down on offense and you're getting off of the field on third down on defense, that equals to time possession.
It does.
It equals to it.
I agree.
I mean, so like I said, if you have those things in tow and then you factor in turnover rate, I mean, you have you have a formula to never lose it. You can't lose. You cannot lose.
So this is a good point. Bethune-Cookman has their starting quarterbacks from the Miami game and plays the same type defense they play against Jackson State. Yes, Alabama State would be in trouble.
They don't be in trouble. They don't get a hill.
You have to get in. Somebody said they have to get into an offensive rhythm. I agree with that. Absolutely. Field position. Oh man, it definitely plays a huge part. We got to. So what are we gonna see tomorrow from a? Well, we already know that's a given though. Let's stick on field position. I think that's a no-brainer. You get an A just by walking in and signing your name on the paper. You say give Mr. Mulligan the ball. That's a given.
Yeah, but we always got an A.
Yeah, 20 carries last game.
That last game.
Do we expect him to have 20 this game? Is J.D. Martin back? Does that cut into Eric Mulligan's carries? I don't think it should. You give her what first at? We need a button where we can push. And give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball. That's what we need to say. But no, what we talking about? Field position. So special teams. Special teams been an Achilles heel thus far, right? And so the question comes down to what will we see from a stand. I'll say this right here, Coach. I got one for you, baby. I got one for you. It's an admonishment, it's just me. Don't hold me. They ain't this ain't from nobody. It's just a suggestion. We win the kick. We win the toss. Receive it. Receive it. Let's go on offense first. Here's why I say that. We score. Listen, we score. We kick off. If we pooch kick it, that's fine. Our fans feel all right because we just scored. You see what I'm saying? I'd much rather give my kicker a little time to kick a PAT than have to kick it off right now. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's say we don't score. We have to punt. The punter looked pretty good. Shout out to Avery Salerno. Avery did very well filling in for Matt. Did a really good job.
I told him I got a new nickname for him, Dirt Diggles.
Come on.
So the mustache, dog.
Okay. I heard that one. I'm like, where you going with this, Zoe?
No, mustache. You got that.
No, but KT Dub said we can't be predictable. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. What do you think about Alabama A&M D-line shifting? You know what? That's a great question, Jordan Master. So if you watch the Tuskegee game, they do this thing where they shift. Mm-hmm. The objective of shifting on the defensive line is really to draw the offensive line off and to throw off the quarterback pre-snap read. But if you look like you finna take off, if you're on the D line, can our offensive line be disciplined enough to not jump off sides because they react to it? That's the question. So it can if we're not disciplined, but I really believe that if we go in tempo, then we're not reacting to what they do. We're actually imposing our will on them. So they can be moving around all they want. If we going fast, them big boys we're gonna minimize them anyway. That's why tempo sets
I'm
up
about
for
to
the
say,
game.
but if we're in tempo, what they do won't even matter. If they get blow up the ball while they're trying to shift.
That's what I'm talking about.
True story.
I think we all want to see a complete game. Coach TC talked about that a lot during the press conference. I agree. Zoe been harping on this all week. We have to tackle. We have to tackle better. Period. Point blank. We got to want to tackle. We got to want to make that tackle. You know, you do. You get a stat if you get a tackle.
Tackling is not a skill set, man. I'm telling you, it's not.
It is a skill set.
No, it's
what
like it's like rebounding in basketball. It's want to.
That's a skill, though.
It's want to more than anything.
So I'm not gonna say let you tell me there ain't no skill.
No,
tackling is a skill, bro.
No, it's not.
You have some tacklers that are form tacklers. You got some tacklers that are skill tacklers. You got some tacklers that they tackle way better than others. That's a skill. Yeah. I was a great. I'm not talking about want to. Want to. I agree 1,000%. As a former basketball player, I actually led my team in offensive rebound at 6'3". I did because I wanted it. But you know what the skill came into play? Knowing angles and watching if the ball go this way, knowing where to position. Okay, I got to go over here and put my butt on this dude. First of all, I want it. But you still got to have a skill to do it. It goes hand in hand.
The skill comes in a high probability of tackles. But to actually sound secure and tackle is not a skill. It's want to. See, you think about
we just gonna disagree. No,
think about form.
There's no way you're gonna tell me that tackling is not a skill, man.
Right?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious,
man. We just disagree. Come on, bro. You can't sit up and say that no tackling ain't a skill. Yes, it is.
No.
What position you play?
I
played linebacker. That's my point. It's a skill. I'm tackling you. You run past me. It's a skill. I'm good at this.
Free safety.
All right, let's move on.
Atwater. Busted Christian Okoye.
I agree.
And guess what? That wasn't no form tackle.
You every now and again you give us an outlandish one. That was one of them. That you went out the deep end saying tackling ain't a skill.
It's not.
Come on, Zoe.
It's not.
All right. All right. Yes, give Mr. Hunt the ball too, man. We got to give Andre Hunt. By the way, great interview from D. Corey C. With Andre Hunt on Tiger Talk, man. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know, and I apologize. I didn't know he was from Los Angeles, bro. But he talked about something that's so true: the level of talent, the amount of talent. A lot of high schools. I live out in Cali, and I'm telling you, I didn't know he was committed to USC.
I didn't either. So I heard that.
I didn't know that. It's like, wow, it's pretty cool.
You know what? I can hear when he talks because he's just like everybody from LA.
We got a lot of Cali kids on the team.
It's so hot over here.
Somebody said to go back to the three. We found that we got a punt and a kicker. We good on that. Do we run 2-point conversion tomorrow if needs be? Actually, all the running backs look good. That is true. We got a really deep running back room. We really. You tell us everything. 3 tight end package. I'm okay with a 2 tight end package. I'm okay with a 1 tight end package if we go to him. Please, special teams, get the special teams to tackle. All right, let's see. I want to see Big Junior.
Hey, I tell you what.
So Big Junior has been out. He's been hurt. So we expect to see him on the field. We expect to see him playing. Yes. If he's on the field, it's no problem to.
His press has actually been filled.
That's some Alabama A&M fans down there making all that noise. They hating on us. I mess with him. Hey, look at this. Oh no, he didn't say Dirt Dickerson. He said Dirt Diggler.
Dirt Diggler.
Gigolo.
Go out Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights, baby.
If y'all see Avery, y'all still talking about. I told the daddy. Daddy called me too. You got that form sad.
And so there's a wheel set. This is, you know what? This is I can agree with that. But this is what y'all got to understand with the points, though. I'm not saying that it's not want to. I agree 1,000%. So I too agree with Zoe. I disagree with you saying that it's not a.
Right there. You better tell him, Kentrell, because he better get on it. He better get on it now.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Because if I say something, this is gonna sound like I'm gloating and I'm bigging myself up. Like you ain't got to tell me. Trust me when I tell you.
Kentrell, tell him again. He need to get on it though.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You know why I'm laughing too. But no, man.
Hey, I'm still looking at all these comments talking about some their skill set.
But
We split the crowd up.
But I tell you what though, in regards to Andre Hunt, I think.
Thank you, brother, for the donation. Oh, by the way, real quick, we got another initiative, y'all. We got another initiative. Can't really get. We got some things we got to get for the team, and we need about 4 G's. So if you guys, if you want to, let's look at it this way. We got some things that we want to get for the team by next week for during homecoming. We had a conversation with Coach tonight. Just some ancillary things. It's a bunch of stuff, so we don't have to really get into all the specifics. But
we'll jump into it
Monday for sure. But for now, and also tonight, if you want to donate, we're trying to hit 4K, bro.
4,000.
And I just thought about that. We're trying to hit 4 G's by next week, actually. We can do it. So if you feel like it, we're gonna do it regardless. But if you want to get in on what we're trying to do,
and this is coming from the head man, the head tiger.
Yeah, we had a specific conversation about some stuff, and if you're paying attention, you realize that we really kind of covered it in a sense. But just hit that Givelify, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, however you like to donate. Send any donations if you like, man. Whatever you feel moved in your heart to do, go ahead and do that. Let's move on. And we'll come back to that, but I didn't want to stop the football talk to get into that. I saw that when Brother Willie mentioned, and appreciate you, Brother Willie. Brother Willie's been donating $10, I think, almost every week. So we appreciate every dollar that comes through the foundation, man. We're doing some big things. Shout out to KT Dub, by the way. Foundation, we got a big meeting coming up next week with a local entity. That's a good word. I like that. Doing some big things within the foundation, man. Trying to make some things shake.
Well, I was going to mention, though, when we actually talked about Andre Hunt.
Yep.
And I like the fact that over in the early stages of the season, we realized what he was and what he could do and, try to give him the opportunity to get him the ball. We need to do some other creative ways to get him the ball.
Who?
Andre Hunt.
Yeah, like put him in a slot and throw the ball to him. Put him on a go route. Put him on a post route. Put him on an out route. Put him on a dig. Put him on a wheel route. The point that I'm making is
give him the ball.
Get him the ball. Make it happen.
Or his face.
And this is the thing that I would like to see. This ain't knocking anybody. We're just saying, like, do what you gotta do to win. Exploit the mismatches. You know what I'm saying? Find the mismatch, exploit the mismatch. And sometimes exploiting a mismatch may mean you have to deviate from what you was planning to do because the game showed you something. And when the game show you something, read the game and react to it by, doing what you're doing. The coaches are doing that, but we gotta hone in on that even more. Somebody said, I know TC is CEO coach. He is. His stamp is all over the game. I just think that we have to be careful. Hold on. We have to be careful with, and I'm not saying that you're saying this, Brother Charles, but we want to be careful with assuming that because we don't see it, that it's not happening. There's a lot of things that happen all the time. Your eyes may not see it or your ears may not hear it, but it's definitely happening. So, absolutely.
I told you.
Hey, Mr. Salerno. Shout out to Mr. Salerno.
I told you.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Mr. Salerno? I just showed Kia too.
Hey, somebody asked a question. I didn't answer this question here. They said, let's go back to Jahari Garrett's question. Said, do you think Alabama A&M can have some false confidence?
No.
Yes.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
You don't think they have false confidence?
No, I don't think they. I
wouldn't call it false confidence. I would think that I think that. Let me say it this way. I think their confidence is high because of the success that they've had with who's been on their schedule. They don't make the schedule; they just play it.
I'm gonna tell you. Typically, I would, but the reason why I don't say it for them, I go back to Swipe Media Day. I remember the energy they had at Swipe Media Day.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying it's false confidence.
No.
I'm saying that their confidence is high.
Yeah, I'm saying their confidence is high.
Their confidence is high.
I go back to Swipe Media Day. It was already high then. And I think any other team, I probably would say yes, but then also look at their coach. They mirror their coach. Manny is confident.
He's very confident.
He's a very confident coach.
Like his personality. He'll get the barking at you too, man.
he
He ain't barked tonight. He just, we just threw the deuce at.
And I'm a Manning fan. I like Coach Manning. I think he's a good coach.
He's really good for the conference.
And I like their OC. And they take on the personality of the head coach. And so they're a confident bunch. That's why I don't think it's overconfident from the D2 wins. I think the D2 wins for them and where their team is this season after what they had last season just works in their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, by having that schedule, yeah, they have the same record as us. But again, now it's time to roll that hay. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you don't have a D2 in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You got two-time conference champion in front of you now. So we really gonna see what they made of. And the cream will rise to the top. And we handle business. We come away and we'll leave Mobile with a dub 2 years in a row.
Absolutely. Looks like we got TJ joining the show for us. Oh, there we go. TJ, what's up, baby?
What's happening, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, doing good, man. Appreciate you joining us.
Good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on long, man. I got a test to study for in the morning. I just wanted to jump on real quick and kind of.
Yes.
Good luck,
Hold
bro.
on, man. Wait a minute. You got what kind of
test? Man. I'm trying to get my real estate license, man.
Yeah, you gotta study that, man.
Yeah, you got
So you in Mississippi, bro?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna talk when you get your license.
You got to pay so I can get some property from you, dog.
Yeah, we're gonna talk, bro. Get that license.
I got some things in mind, man, but I just kind of was taking a break from studying and just kind of wanted to talk some JSU football. I heard what y'all were talking about with Hunt, man. Like and I think somebody made a reference to using Hunt and 7 more, and I think that would be ideal, man. We have so many weapons like on offense that it's ridiculous, and like we've only seen a fourth or a third of them. With like if you look at a Irv or a Hunt, or a 7 or a Jency, DJ Stevens. We have so many weapons, and I would like to see, Coach Mo just kind of open the offense up, tomorrow and like really, kind of put the conference on notice, like, hey, we've had some setbacks along the way, but like, we back, we're about to make some noise. And I have a real good feeling, not necessarily trying to talk about Southern and FAMU, but I mean, it's going to be tough for them to go down there in Baton Rouge to play tomorrow. And so I think if we come out and do what we got to do, and Southern can kind of help us out, it's gonna start to get really interesting in the East.
I agree, man. I think we handle business tomorrow. This is a big hurdle for us, because we're coming off of just a tough game. I think we crawled into the Bethune-Cookman game as a shell of ourselves. We was an injured team. I think everybody wants to see just how sharp we're gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
What did the ultimate question is going to be, TJ? What did the bye week do for us?
Right.
Do we see Jackson State versus South Carolina State, or do we see more of Jackson State versus Bethune-Cookman, or Jackson State versus FAMU? We don't know. We'll have to wait until we see tomorrow. But I think to your point, which I agree, put the game in the hands of your playmakers. A recruiting class is only as good as your ability to use them and put them in position to be effective. I think we got a lot of weapons. We got a ton. This roster is loaded with talent, but that's why, brothers like Brother TD and others, because TD, I understood what he was doing. Not only was he expressing from his perspective, but he was also capturing that large sector within Jackson State that's saying, wait a minute, y'all. We sat here for months and listened to you talk about how great this recruiting class is. Why are we not seeing the talent on the field, and why are we not seeing them produce? Did we overhype the players, or is it that the players are not being put in a position to be successful? Like, those are the questions that are coming up. They're fair questions. When you win, the questions were still there and we won.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, again, I don't want to say gift and curse. I just think what we saw versus South Carolina State was a motivated JSU, a sharp JSU, fast tempo JSU, aggressive JSU. You know what I mean? And and the crowd goes wild as if Holyfield won the fight. TC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then everybody went, you know what I'm saying? Big question mark. So that's what the coaches do. That's what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And I'm foolish enough to believe that the coaches also needed, and I say this, I'm gonna let you go, Zoe, because you said something at the dinner table tonight. You got some coaches that's on this OJT for them too. learning curve. You know what I mean? And that's okay to say that because we do have head coach first time, we got OC first time, DC coach first time. So it's a lot of firsts. So sometimes they might make a decision in this particular instance, and you say, "Damn, that didn't work." Do you take that information and that data and you scratch that, do something different? I think I'm not big on systems. I'm big on skill and big on taking the assets and putting the assets into place to where it's just like finances. Let your assets work for you. So I'll pause and let you jump in on that.
I'm gonna say this, man. This game to me, and the highlight something TJ mentioned earlier, this game is actually a fork in the road game for us. And the reason why I say it is because up until this point, if you go from the first game of the season, at your point, we've won, lost, and won. So if we're staying with that pattern, we lose this game tomorrow. However, that's why I say a fork in the road game, because if we win tomorrow, it'll be the first time all season we've had back-to-back wins.
Yeah, we need to see that.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yes,
so it's tantamount, you know what I'm saying, to what we're going to do. Are we going to stay stuck in this trend? Or are we finally change, getting over the hump, being focused, being, you know what I'm saying, average to the best we could be on special teams, and we tackle, and we put a better product on the field offensively. No one, and I don't think within JSU's fan base, is expecting a 500-yard offense. But the thing is, we need to see something where we're having consistent, where we're getting 375 to 400 yards a game, and we're looking like what we need to on defense. I know sometimes people want to see a blowout, but the thing is, you want to see where we're not struggling. You want to see where there's some, cohesiveness with regards to defense. You want to see where things are just clicking. It might not be perfect because, again, you got to give the other team credit. And Alabama A&M does have a good team. I like the running back. You know what I'm saying? We're familiar with the quarterback. They have some pieces. They still have, those 30 transfers with the majority of them on defense. And believe it right now, they're the best statistical defense in the conference right now. So
they are.
And they are. And so
because again, that
goes on us too.
That goes to the question: is their confidence high because of the D2s? Now, in their defense, the Tuskegee was 4-0.
Yeah.
They did what they had to do. This is a good question. And I'm glad you asked that, Jeremiah. The answer to that question, from my perspective, is I don't know what he meant. But this is where we have to trust the coaches and understand that the coaches are in the room every single day. If a coach say, I need to see more consistency from a certain player, so that could be meetings, that could be practice, that could be anything. We don't know. So that's a question for that only the OC can answer. And I try to stay away from that because at this point, I got to use my imagination to answer that question. And I don't want to do that because we can take emotions and tend to let those grab us. You got to run? Okay, yeah, you can.
I think to your point, Ken, it does mean a lot of different things. And of course, the coach, he would know what that means depending on what his expectation is. I didn't play collegiate ball, but I played, a wide receiver in high school, and I coach wide receivers now on the high school level. And so for me, like being a good wide receiver is not just someone who can run fast, who can catch, who has good hands. I think it encompasses, you being able to block well, being able to, prime example, like even on the touchdown that Rico scored against Southern High, Isaiah Spencer kind of crossed the guy's face, to kind of, give Rico an opportunity to get to the end zone, so just knowing what you're supposed to do because at the end of the day, it's a team game, and so if you do those things well, if you're studying film, if you know your opponent, I think that's what Coach Mo, meant. He probably knows that Hunt has the intangibles from a talent standpoint, but I think he just, really trying to charge him to step up his level of play so that he can get on the field. Yeah,
I agree with that. But like I said, I won't even try because I don't know what he means.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think
honestly, it could be a lot of things. It could be they have a standard that they have to meet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That standard. It could be a various lot of things.
It could be. It could be. I mean, Coach Mo is a very matter-of-fact type coach. I mean, he you could tell he's big on the small details. And sometimes this is what I'll say about that though, as someone who has, OCD when it comes to perfection and lines. Like I'm looking at these pictures in the back right there and it's driving me crazy because one of them higher than the other. Like I see that type of stuff. I lose a lot of time in that though. because I'm still trying to fix it. And TJ, it was actually all right the first time, but I went and messed it up, and you lose a lot of time in there. What am I talking about?
Right.
You can get lost in the details.
Mm-hmm.
If it works, do it. Football is a simple game when you really get down to it. Stick to what's working. Take what the defense and offense give you. And if it works, keep doing it.
And capitalize on mistakes.
You know what I'm saying? And then, two, if it don't work, scratch it. I just think, and I'm not saying that any of our coaches have done this in times past. It felt like our OCs was playing Madden. You know what I mean when I say that? It's like there's no real, like, you can run one play on Madden. If you run it and execute it right, you can get 7 yards of carry. But you might get bored with it and say, let me go ahead and try this play. Mm-hmm. It has no real rhyme or reason. And we was doing that last year. Well, actually, the first year on the prime, where we felt like we were just doing sporadic things that didn't even matter within the game. It was like, I'm going to run this play, and that's what used to drive folks like Avis crazy, because Avis would be like, did you not see them load the box up on you? And you still was like, I'm going to run this play regardless. Like, you're not reading anything on the field. You're just saying, I'm going to run this. And that drives the football minds crazy, because even though many aren't coaches, they still know the game, man. They know how the game's supposed to be played. They know what it looks like. And then somebody like yourself, TJ, they has a more keen eye to the X's and O's, because you're a part of the game and teaching the game at a high school level. It's just tough to see, you know. But I think, again, even if we go back to the Bethune-Cookman game, you mentioned Isaiah, and I want to see him on the field. I wish he stayed on the field, because I know what they can do. For the confidence you to drop a ball. But I just felt like when that ball got dropped, everything in that game changed.
Yeah, it sucked the life out the stadium. Like, even when Moultrie stepped out of bounds.
Everything changed. He dropped the ball.
But let me use my imagination.
We said
it. He scored that touchdown. It's a blowout. I feel it because I feel like the energy is now in the game. And nobody really gives a damn about what. Nobody cares about Shelby. If we kicking Bethune-Cookman's butt, we probably saying Pound Town. I said we probably on the sideline like that. I'm telling you, when you don't feel good and it don't look good, everything feels. I'm just saying, we might be on that thing. You know what I'm
saying? And I think for Isaiah, like, you know, him being at home, you know, first home game, you know, him, you know, having family and friends in the stadium. I think he was really, you know, one to make sure that he did
Nobody
something.
Nobody wants that thing back more than he do. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Right. No, you good, but like I don't think that was an intentional drop. I mean, the dude has sure hands. Like, you know, that was just one of those moments where he was just in the moment, and it just kind of overtook him, you know. And I even told a relative at the
hand, maybe took his eyes off the ball, ready to celebrate. It could be one slight little instant.
Right. And I told a relative that I was sitting by at the game, and it just felt like our offense. It wasn't like a high efficiency offense. It just like
it was 7. It was 7. I think there was 7 that was running right next to Isaiah.
I thought it was
Was it 7?
I thought it was 9.
Might have been McCray. The Fabo? Okay, all right.
It was Fabo, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I'm hoping that we can come out. You know, I'm excited. I mean, I know I gotta get my personal stuff out the way tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to the game, because I just really hope that we have a good showing from, you know, our fans and the team really shows up.
We deep down here today. I think we're gonna have a really good showing, man. We're gonna be in the stand making a lot of noise, but I feel good about this game. I do, because this is why I feel good about this game. Alabama A&M. We have to respect Alabama A&M.
Yeah,
it's a
Not
must.
going into this game like you went into the game versus Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman, you're like, what do we really have? They not. Remember, they they don't really have a whole lot. You know, a lot of question marks. Alabama A&M.
This game has meaning to it.
Listen, man, I'm gonna make this very clear. If we don't come to play tomorrow, we're gonna get ran off the field.
Yep.
We're gonna be looking like Tuskegee. We don't come to play. So because of that, I think that makes us come out and play a more button-up game, a more matter-of-fact game. We're gonna play harder, and I think they're gonna chirp, because they on some get back. If that don't get you going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what can. Now, speaking of their team, though, we got some opportunities. I think let's do it this way, position by position.
True.
We'll start on the defense side of the ball. We'll start with our defense. We'll defer since that's what we've been doing lately. Our defensive line versus their offensive line. Who wins that battle?
Our D line.
Why? Who you got, TJ? Our defensive line versus their offensive line. You seen the film on them? Who you got?
I would say our D line. It's just our coaches need to put our D line into position to let them go do what they do.
What do you mean?
I mean, we if you look at our D line, like,
hey, hold on. Hey, we cut you off. What's up, Jen? Come on in this thing.
What's up, Jen?
I'm gonna drop the link. I double dare you to come up here and talk to me. I know that's my girl there. I'll see you tomorrow, sis. Go ahead, TJ.
Hold on.
I just think
be talking to reckless now because
you got a Jack State Tiger over there. That's hey, there go David. What's up, David? David said, "Let's go Bulldog." We put y'all left the dog houses in Huntsville now, so the real dogs don't show up.
She can't get talking too reckless now because she got a Jew in her house.
Go ahead, TJ.
No, I just think like our D line, we still have a lot of the same guys that we had last year, and we added some pieces. And I think guys haven't really necessarily, I guess, been playing to their strengths. And so I think, our coaches just need to make sure that they're, just knowing what our guys are capable of doing and just allowing them to go out there and do that. And if they have to make some adjustments, I mean, I kind of heard what you said the other night about, not really being a big fan of a 3-man front. I like a 4-man front,
I'm 4-man all day long.
Yeah, I like a 4-man front. And I mean, like, that gives us the ability to, to get in the backfield and to, create pressure and things like that. So I think that, to y'all's point, our D-line, there's no disrespect to their O-line, but I know what our D-line is capable of doing. I've seen what they can do. And so I'm going to go with us, over them in that regard.
Linebackers versus their running backs.
Our linebackers?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm right now. I'm gonna say push. Yeah, I'm saying push, man.
Hey, man, they got a good running. They got a good running game. It ain't even the Eagling. Forget the Eagling. The Eagling is good, but number 26 is the leading rusher.
I know it.
Yeah, you got to respect. You got to respect what they've done. I mean, that's no disrespect.
When you go back to the O-line, though, a good testament of the O-line is pass pro, sacking, but mostly what type of rushing attack do they have? And they have a legitimate rushing attack with a two-headed monster at running back that you have to respect. And the 26 is the game breaker. Eagling is the big bruiser. I love the makeup of Eagling. You know what I'm saying? 26 is kind of like their Herb Mulligan, or maybe their J.D. Martin or whatever you look at it. But Eagling is more of that Ahmad Miller, Desmond Moultrie style, big physical back.
Man, I honestly think, man, Miller in this game, because of the style of play, I think you got to match up Eagling with the Miller. I think Ahmad Miller needs some carries.
He's gonna get some carries. Now I don't know. J.D. Martin's back. I think he's gonna probably get limited carries, but we got a healthy running back room. I say that again. Matter of fact, we had a very specific conversation tonight about our running backs, and I love the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We got one of the best linebacker. I mean, not linebacker. One of the best running back rooms in the entire conference, if not the best. I think we got the best running back, but they got two. When you start talking about best running backs in the conference, Jarvion Howard at Alcorn not really getting the stats that he had, which is so confusing to me. It's so puzzling to me. But I digress. When you talk about top running backs in the conference, when you talk about Herb Mulligan, you have to talk about Eagle, and you have to talk about the young man, number 26. Let me get his name, man, because I keep saying 26. And I don't want to keep messing his name up.
But no, man, when it comes to, again, our linebacker and their running back, I'm going to say push.
In other words, we got to come with it.
Oh, for sure.
We got to come with it. But I think that also, to the point that TJ just made, I think we really have to Morrow. I knew it was Morrow. I was saying Morrow in my head. Ryan Morrow.
Yeah.
6 feet, 203 pounds. He's averaging 6.4 yards per carry, 49 carries, 312. 4 tugs. I know Zoe talked about Eagling, but when you look at the stats, and they've split about the same amount of stats. I mean, Eagling has actually had more carries. So Eagling got 54 carries, tomorrow's 49, but Eagling 277, 5.1, and 46 long. He got 2 touchdowns. So the star of the running back room is actually Eaglin. I mean, it's actually Ryan Morrow. So Eaglin may start, but Brian Morrow is that home run hitter that they got. Longest rush of the is for 50 yards, and he scored a touchdown. So and then he got 4 tubs on the year. Herb Mulligan 508, five touchdowns. So he's not very far from Mulligan, but Mulligan got more carries. You see what I'm saying? 6.1 and 6.4 is 6.4.
No doubt.
And that's a scary stat if you ain't tackling well.
Yeah, we gotta cut that in half. We gotta cut that in half.
Got to tackle,
Again,
man.
that's why I say push.
6 and 4. Let me tell you something. 6.4. He gonna have 35 carries messing around with me.
Yeah.
You gonna
I
have
wouldn't be surprised though if Maynard, like, because I mean, you know, with him being an offensive mind and like, you know, trying to pull out tricks out his hat, I wouldn't be surprised if he go try to, you know, first play try to see what we can do in our secondary. You know,
I'm gonna tell you, I think you 1,000% correct.
Yeah.
You got everybody's mentioning the redemption game. Quincy Casey. I was a fan of Quincy Casey, 3-star kid out of Ridgeway High School. Y'all remember that the commercial?
Or Gatorade?
A little Gatorade commercial.
Yeah.
A big Quincy Casey fan. But Shador came to Jackson. Quincy Casey hit the portal. Actually, I think Coach Prime pushed him to the portal, and he goes to Alabama A&M, kind of waits out the Akil Glass era. We all knew Akil Glass, best quarterback in the conference, 1 year, and then second best in another year, under with Shador being in the conference. But when he was there, arguably he was the best quarterback, even when Shador was there freshman year, because his second year he wasn't there. So. Xavier Langford starts versus, is it Lane? No, not Lane. One of them, Vanderbilt. One of the games.
Vanderbilt.
And I think he gets hurt.
He gets hurt.
Quincy Casey started the last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
He started against Southern. Did they play Lane before they played Tuskegee?
Yeah, second game.
So,
Yep.
So he played 2. The Southern game, I don't think he threw a touchdown. Decent stats, but he ran for 1. Yep. So
He had a big game against Pine Bluff in that second half.
but that's my point. He's gotten better each start.
Yep.
First game, you get the first game jitters out, tough defense. Southern arguably got one of the best D lines in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
We saw them, Taj Brown and company. Put a little pressure on him. Boom, he go to Lane. This is the point I'm making. This is what I'm building to. No, he wasn't. No, Jen, he was the best because he wasn't there. He wasn't with you guys last year. That was my point. The best in the conference last year was Shador. Glass was the best quarterback in the conference Shador's freshman year. So I corrected myself. We ain't got to argue about Glass because Glass was the best quarterback in the conference, hands down. His senior year, it wasn't nobody coming close. Even though Shador had a really good year his freshman year, Glass was still the best quarterback. We don't count the spring. Y'all do. Y'all won the SWAC championship in the spring, and he didn't play in the spring. So, but my point is, he got better. And when you got a little blood in the water, so this is the narrative. Redemption game. You got a little blood in the water. You got a hot quarterback that played at Jack State, got all the motivation in the world to win. Right? I think you get the most motivated version of Quincy Casey you've ever seen. That's why I say we got to come out and we got to play smart, tough, fast, and disciplined.
You said blood in the water, huh? So the question is, with blood in the water, is Quincy Casey going to be a shark or a guppy tomorrow?
We got to make him a guppy because if we don't, he's gonna look he gonna look like a killer. Now, listen. I love Quincy Casey's skill set. I do.
Look,
I think he's done with what he had to. He's done what he had to do. Last 2 games, he's been the best quarterback in the conference. Well, I ain't gonna say best in the conference. I would say still Crawley has been that top dude. You know what I mean?
No, I think.
But I'm talking about the past 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Forget the opponent. You play who's on the schedule.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm gonna say this, my own personal opinion. I think no matter who wins this game, even though I do believe we'll win, and I think whoever wins this game, the game is going to be decided by 7 points or less.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I think.
I don't think this is gonna be no. This ain't gonna be no. It's not gonna be a blowout game.
No, this is gonna be a
heavyweight fight. Who can get? I'm telling you, this ain't gonna be. Listen, I ain't talking.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
Because this is the other thing. If we just go offense, defense, okay. The defense did some good stuff last week. The last game we played. And we got give me 15 more minutes. Dude, wake up. Wake up. This dude
Zoe was gone that fast, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This dude, you ever seen? He like 51st dates, bro.
Man, he was just talking.
I'm telling you, bro. Mr. Brown, listen. When we left Texas State, Zoe was listen, TJ. Zoe was checking something, and then all of a sudden, it's like somebody hit pause on the world. He just finger was on the phone. Mid combo, man, out like a light, bro. I'm telling you, man. Zoe got like, it's almost like we got to have a screen on his head when his head drop. His own narcolepsy.
Yeah, he is a true narcoleptic.
This dude in the mid conversation. Matter of fact, you go, bro. I'm talking way too methodical and slow for the time frame right now. He's good, man. But I've seen it, man. I'm telling you, I've seen it in a lot of ways. It's hilarious, by the way. We almost done. We got a few more minutes, man.
We have to be the aggressor. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, man. But we have to be the aggressor with them. Like we have to come out and set the tone. Because I mean, if you just kind of look at their body language in certain media that I've seen, and even just listening to Manor on the SWAC coaches call earlier this week, like they have all the confidence in the world, as they should, because they've had some success. But we need to just come out and be able to set the tone and let them know that, like, hey, like, we ain't going nowhere. Like, we still Jackson State.
Marvin, I still go to sleep.
Yeah, Marvin, he would fall asleep standing up. Ain't gonna help. I ain't never seen nobody stand up sleep. Phone in hand. I'm telling you, he played a mannequin challenge. But I agree, TJ. I totally agree. Hit him in the mouth early. I think you take the air out of the ball. Your running game is going to be your best friend, simply because they said I would prefer the defense to attack and blitz more. I think we all can agree with that. Blitz, 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 blitz again. Hell, at this point, I'm gonna go Madden mode. I want to go engage 8.
Oh my God.
Engage 8.
I would like to see Tim Stewart, possibly get in the backfield, like blitz him. I mean, because he has a really good eye, for tracking that ball down.
I'll give you another player. Listen, man, I played linebacker. I'll say this. I got a suggestion, Coach. I'm just throwing some things out there. I would move Alan Walker to the edge, and I would move him off the edge.
I would like to see Huggins move around all over the field.
That's fine, but I'm talking about the linebacker position, which I think
Huggins can rush too, though.
He can, but I don't want Huggins rushing like that.
I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying you got to have some packages where he can rush it. That's what I'm saying. Huggins.
No, I'm saying if you look at the scheme, right? If you look at what we're doing right now, you got Peppers moving all over the field. Linebackers, that's fine. It's kind of like a free safety at linebacker in a sense. Okay, James Houston got drafted. He was playing middle linebacker for the Florida Gators in the SEC championship versus Alabama. Actually had 8 tackles. Came to Jackson State. We saw the clip. The man moved to edge rusher. Now I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's going to do James Houston stuff. I said I would like to see it, to see what would happen.
I think Huggins is a Swiss Army knife, and he could be for this defense.
Very well could be.
What I'm saying is Huggins could
good point.
I'm saying we got to have what Huggins could put his hand in the dirt, come out and play linebacker and outside linebacker and play safety.
Move Peppers to the edge. Somebody say move Peppers to the edge. I'm with it.
Peppers.
Tim Stewart did play linebacker.
Peppers is good in pursuit, but Peppers with his hand to drop the edge, it's not what Huggins can be off the edge.
Nah, and Huggins is gonna stop. He gonna if you get hit by Huggins, he gonna stop you in your tracks.
That's another thing too. You don't think Pepper's way enough. You see what I'm saying? But Huggins, I'm telling you, Huggins can put his hand in the dirt. Like I'm not saying all game long. I'm talking about special packages.
Just different, yeah.
He could come with a hand just for a different look. And he could play some outside linebacker. Because I'm gonna tell you,
I just think we need to be. It's, not only that,
you got certain packages. Look, Tim Stewart and Huggins on outside linebacker some packages.
Press at the line.
But look, Huggins and Tim Stewart are outside linebacker on some packages. And we talking about tackling.
I'm with it.
Every time you send it,
See what I'm saying?
even the Texas State game.
See what I'm saying?
Those 2 plays down the goal line.
Yeah.
He ended up scoring a touchdown on the one, but he still smacked the quarterback.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Huggins could be that dude, man.
He is that dude. Just got to use him. Got to use him and put him in the right position. I like it, man. I mean, I always saying is that I think what we all really encapsulating is that we want to see the dark side, that aggressiveness. We saw it. We had the #1 defense in the nation last year, and then you go into obscurity. Now, of course, the personnel is different.
Been saying it.
Yeah,
I've been saying it. I've been saying it.
and look at this. And Huggins running 4.5
off the edge.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you,
Huggins, he would be something off the edge.
And Huggins needs about 5 or 6 plays, or
like
7 plays, or maybe 10. At least 10 plays the edge rush.
I like it, man.
He's been too valuable to our defense over the last few years to not, for him to be back and we underutilizing him. Like he needs to have a bigger role.
And it helps him, with his NFL prospects too. You show the versatility.
He's a surefire tackler.
We know he's not getting drafted at Racing. We know this, right? But the thing is, you show that skill set though, because that only adds more value to him and it's beneficial to us. Because again, when we look at what we do across the D line, the depth, the strength of that D line is at the tackles. So we haven't got the greatest production at defensive end.
Question.
Shoot.
Say, when was the defense named the Dark Side? 96?
No, before then.
80 what?
From my recollection, I think it started in
the Dark Side defense was,
I want to say started like 91, 92, somewhere around there.
92?
91, 92, somewhere around there. It was definitely before 96. We won Black College National Championship in 96. It was before then.
This is a good point. Somebody said I feel like we over-substituted at times. It's fair. It's fair. Give Jency the ball. I like that. When the Dark Side did. Again, what we're saying is that many feel that overcoaching. And sometimes.
Fair. Look, I co-sign that.
What?
Give Jency the ball. I think we have an advantage, man.
One thing we not questioning is, do we have personnel? We got personnel.
We have personnel in space. I tell you what, like I mentioned the kid earlier, I was watching the Notre Dame and Duke game when they played. And I was like, man, we have a first team all conference tight end. I'm like, man, just my estimation. I really feel like DJ should get about 8 or 9 targets every game. And again, for even the masses, when we talk about what we want to see out the quarterback, one thing, what's a quarterback for? A good running game and a tight end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, use these in tow that's advantageous for him to have success.
You want to go over the top? Do everything you just said.
But I always say too, we want to see success from players, but it's like, okay, man, help me help you. Put people in the best position so they can have success. And it'll eliminate a lot of stuff. So I'm to the point, serious. We should get about 9 to 10 players for DJ. Yeah, put the issue with the defense, some is personal, some is scheme, and I'm seeing some strength and conditioning issues. Now we don't have no strength and conditioning issue. I totally disagree there. I mean, because another thing, when you talk about strength and conditioning, the first telltale sign of strength and conditioning is what? Fatigue and injury. We haven't had a boatload of like injuries in regards to the players of offense and defense. We have more injuries on kickers than anything.
That's a good point, man.
On kickers or anything. Now,
I'm just trying to think, like, from an injury standpoint, we had a.
But Jordan, let's
so
go.
You have a toe.
Let's go through games. Let's go through games.
Okay.
How many injuries have we had? We had a lot of injuries in every game. We have not.
Game 1. Anything significant? I don't. JD Martin with a toe, which he's finished the game. We just didn't. We found out later.
He finished out the game.
Game. Who we have game 2? FAMU. We had Callaghan hamstring.
Those there was 2 FAMU games. We had none against Southern.
Had his arm.
That's 2. And FAMU, none against Southern. We had 1 against Texas State. That was Jency.
Jency and G Baby went down in one of them games.
G Baby went down in
practice.
G Baby went down in practice.
Well, it was kind of like, yeah, I see what you're saying. You mentioned that though.
Yeah,
nothing too major.
And then hold on, and Jency was a concussion protocol.
But Jency got hit smack dab in the back. That actually was targeting.
I don't know, but it was concussion protocol.
Okay.
So I mean, it adds to my point. We haven't had a lot of injuries. That's the first time we talk about strength and conditioning. And we're an up-to-go team. We haven't had an issue with fatigue.
What about toughness, strength?
I mean, I don't see an issue when it comes to strength. I haven't seen it.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just asking because he said it.
I think we need to be tougher on special teams.
Then all of a sudden we want to sub it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're taking that as all these guys are tired.
Nah.
Taking them off.
Guess what? No, but how many times you see them tap the helmet up?
Isn't exactly what it is, but a fan could see.
Man said, Aaron, that was way off the subject. Yeah. Height, weight, speed is a matchup nightmare. Yeah, I think I'm with it. It's a mixture of it all. But again, that's what the bye week is for. Do you assess that stuff? You make some adjustments, and we see because I'll say this right here, man. You only remember what you saw last, for the most part, right? What have you done for me lately? It's kind of the mindset. We go out tomorrow, we dominate, we look good. The shows are gonna feel a lot better, TD, when we talk about this. We're gonna be like, okay, maybe it was the bye week. Maybe we were tired. Maybe it was the road, right? What'd you tap on it? What'd you say?
I ain't gonna tap on
it. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Really good point. Just tap on it. Said we can't show everything every game. That's true. I agree 100% with that. Totally. And that's the thing. Like, evolution happens. It happens, man. But again, the reality of the matter is we're 3-2. So is Alabama A&M. Winner takes all. Takes a command of that side. So I like what Poe said. Pugh said last night. Is it Poe or is it Pugh? The Golden Boot. It's Poe.
Oh.
So Poe said, Alabama and them win. They basically control their destiny. We win, we need a little help. Now it comes down to
you lose, it's over.
No, we win, we need a little help.
That's if you lose.
Either team that loses is over.
That's what I said.
I ain't even talking about that. Alabama and I'm saying whoever. I'm saying the benefits of both teams winning.
Oh yeah.
They win. They still have everything in front of them.
Yeah.
They could just beat FAMU.
Beat FAMU and they're going out.
We win.
Well, no. They lost the Southern Scuffs game.
Doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter because they would have the one loss would go. They had a tiebreak over.
They would. Yeah, that's right.
We'd be out because we have 2, and then we've been a loss to them.
That's right.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
That would be the tough part.
Yeah, it's important that we win. Just trying to stay in the race for the SWAC championship, but I think it's also important from a recruiting standpoint too.
I was just about to say that next. Go ahead, keep going.
I just think even with just us being able to be efficient when we're on the field, of course you guys know this. Like players nowadays they want to go places to where they feel that their strengths are going to be utilized, whether that's on offense or defense. And so a lot of times, that goes into the type of plays or the type of schemes that coaches are running.
Right.
And so I want us to continue to have the spotlight that we have from an athletic standpoint to be able to recruit the top players. I don't want players to start to check out, so to speak, on Jackson State football because they feel as though the play calling and things like that is kind of not up to par, not where they want to be able to utilize their talents. And so like I said, to your point, it's important that we win from the SWAC, standings to get to the championship game potentially, but also just being able to recruit those top tier players.
Spot on, brother. I don't think I have to add anything to that because that was one of the things I was going to go into next. You have to look good. In summary, just saying the same thing you said. Recruiting is key. It's key. These players want to see a sexy product. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. They want to see. Okay, hold on, just say. You like Eli Manning walking back, but yeah, they want. They do, man. They did, bro. They look like Eli Manning, but no, they want to see. They want to see a good product, TJ. They want to see offense they feel like they can thrive in. They also want to see, the big time freshmen coming in. Want to see the freshmen gonna get on the field. That's huge. You know what I mean? And we've had some freshmen that have made some impacts, and we want to continue to see that, man. So put the best players on the field. Not saying that that's not happening. Put your playmakers in the best position to win, and let's see what happens, man. I just think we got to come out with some, with some tenacity tomorrow, man, and some aggression. And we got to bring the fight. We got to bring the pack. We got to bring the punch. I mean, I was about to say pack the punch, but we got to bring the punch, man. And we can't be reactive. I don't think this is a team you want to react to, because you react to that, you're gonna get slugs. You're gonna get haymakers, man. So I think Alabama A&M being good, they're good enough to respect the heck out of them. You know what I mean?
I agree.
They lost to Southern. We beat Southern, but I don't think y'all know styles make fights and matchups. You can lose to Southern. We could have been a nightmare, a matchup nightmare for Southern. Southern could have been a matchup nightmare for them, and they can be a matchup nightmare for us. So we can't just look at the Southern game and say, "Oh, we beat Southern, so we should beat them." No, that ain't how that works.
Right.
Timing, flow, continuity, rhythm. When you clicking, man. When you hot, you hot. And this is the other piece I was gonna say. You can't make this a special teams game. I think they got arguably the best kicker in the conference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the special teams, that special teams is strong from a kick return standpoint as well as a kickoff standpoint. So we got to go return some kicks, man. I want to see the right people returning kicks. You know what I'm saying? Those electrifying, elusive. I think we would have all agreed that Savin McGee probably would have been on kick return fully healthy. You know what I mean? He's only gotten healthier as the days have gone by. Do we see him eventually return back to kick return? We don't know. He's on punt return.
I don't know, man, but
We'll see.
We need to see Isaiah Spencer all game tomorrow, though.
We need to see him on kick return.
Yeah.
Isaiah Spencer need to be on kick return, man. Period, point blank. Whoever that second person is, it is what it is. But I definitely think Isaiah needs to be on kick return. I was just trying to think
tomorrow too, though.
Think who else was on there. At one time, J.D. Martin was on kick return. Not opposed to that, but I want to see us break one, man. But this is what I'm saying, Isaiah, man. Speaking of Isaiah, we had another Isaiah that was elected. We had the best kick return in the country the last 2 years, and so now we kind of spoiled, man. We want to see some electricity, man. We want to see them kick it off and us take one to the house. That'll just really set the tone. Huh?
If we could have gotten our, special teams taken care of over the bye like that, that could potentially be the part of the team that changes the game, because A&M is I'm pretty sure they're coming in thinking that we're weak in that area, but I know I'm not saying it's impossible to turn around in a week, 2 weeks time span, but I mean we can make a lot of improvement in that area, and I mean if we are able to break one, like that really can can cause them to be like, like we wasn't expecting this.
Man, I'm telling you, man, we the only reason there are question marks is because of what we saw last. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what we saw last is closer than what we saw that we were really excited about. So, with that being said, people talking about the at-large bid. I think we win out. We 9-2 and we looking good and we get in the playoffs. I think we can win a game, maybe two. Because again, you got different games. Texas State, man, we moved on offense like a well-oiled machine for a appreciable part of that game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we got to put it all together. And that's the thing.
Let's see, against Texas State, we put up enough points to win that game.
Against Texas State, I think we put up more points than anybody has, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me.
We have.
But what did USM do?
No, we have more USM.
Baylor.
They played Baylor.
They lost that game. I mean, Baylor lost that game, but maybe they did put up more points than us. Okay. I don't remember the score. Okay. Cool deal. Put up a lot of points, man. So we want to see points, man. We want to see some touchdowns. We want to see some points scored. I think, like I said, formidable foe. They got a good front four. The young man coming out the edge. They got a good defensive end, good linebacker play. Got some solid safety play. I think they got a really some decent DBs. I think we can win some battles, man. If you go back and watch the Southern game, we'll have our opportunities. I think physicality is going to be an equalizer for them. We be physical up front. We control the line of scrimmage. I think we got a favorable outcome. Before we get ready to close it out, man, give our keys to the game. Let's go ahead and pick some scores. Since you're on TJ, we'll let you go first, man. Keys to victory and give us a score, man.
I would say keys to victory just playing a JSU brand of football. Like, I think sometimes we've kind of come out and tried to, show people we've tried to do too much, like just come out and play football. Just come play football and just be hard nosed, be tough, be disciplined. Showcase the strengths on all three facets of the game. With a score prediction, I was kind of sitting here thinking, I'm gonna say 34-28 JSU.
Okay. 34-28 JSU. I like it. I like the outcome.
12 points.
34-28. 6 points.
Yeah, that's 6 points.
I'm up there. Yeah, come on, man.
That man's sleepy, man.
Yeah, y'all gonna put Zoe to bed, man.
I'm trying, TJ. I'm trying to end this thing, man. Good gracious alive. I know you can count, man. It's just that's that sleep talk.
My eyes red, man. All right.
That man eyes red in his shirt, man. It's sorry, bro. We gotta let this man go to bed.
Look,
you go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, man. So keys to victory. Now I told y'all same thing. Special teams and tackling. But I got us winning 28-21, man. I'm gonna hear about this all the morning, man.
There, bro?
It's 7, man. I'm gonna hear about this all the morning.
Oh man.
Oh man.
My gosh, man. Oh, you gotta love it, bro. Gotta milk those moments. Somebody say, I'll take 9 to 6 and we can get the fucking. Hey, I'm with it. I don't mind it. So, keys to victory, man. I think our biggest key is win third down, man, on both sides of the ball. First and foremost, we gotta win third down. We had a conversation tonight talking about what game was that, bro? We had several long third and longs, man. The Southern game. And we was just for some reason sometimes we couldn't get out the field. But in a game like this with a quarterback that can actually spin it, third down, who wins the third down battle is gonna be probably on the winning side of the ball. Meaning if you can convert on third down and you can also hold them off third down, I think that's going to be one of the biggest keys. I don't like doing cliche, but special teams, man, it's going to be huge. And I mean, this is what I mean when I say special team, field position. Like, how are we going to – what type of field position are we going to give them, throughout the game? according to how well we've managed the special team situation. But even with that being said, I think net yards on special teams is critical for us because if we can minimize them, I would like for us to have more return yards, total return yards, kick return and punt return. So the pooch route, you know what I'm saying, is maybe the route to go. You get them to basically fall on the ball, you put them right where you want them to be, and then you go play. That's better than a kickoff and then you don't cover it and you give them crazy field position. They got a really good kick return. I think he's number 4. You have to. Yeah, you have to. If you ain't gonna kick it over 50, you might kick it out of bounds. I don't think we're kicking it out of bounds. I think the kicking situation will be, yeah, but you're gonna have 75 penalties before the game over with too. If you're scoring, you will. You will. But I think the last key is which team is able to establish the run. So trench play is going to be critical. I think that's key. Who wins in the interior situation from an offense? I believe whoever has the most rushing yards win this game, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Because I think if we establish the run, you control the game. You control the game clock. If it's working, if it's broke, don't try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? If Mulligan's getting you 5-6 yards carry, let's get the first down and start over. You see what I'm saying? Stick to what works, man. Score. I'm gonna do a weird score because I feel like we're gonna do some we're either gonna miss some PATs or go for 2. So 32-24, Jackson State. 32-24. That's my score. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side. I don't think we're going to shut them out. I'd love to see a shutout. 3 touchdowns and a field goal for them. 4 touchdowns and a couple of 2-point conversions and a field goal for us. So that's my score, man. Hey, listen, don't forget, we do need the blitz. Somebody said, Ken, you better hurry up.
Yeah, it's all going down, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
Stop, man.
Hey man, we're gonna post these on the YouTube on the IG page. TJ, good seeing you, bro. Appreciate you for coming up. Man. Hey man, I got something for y'all, man. Don't forget we do have an initiative right now. We got some things working on. We do want to work on for the team next week. So if you'd like to contribute to what we're doing, you can donate through Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle, or you can also donate to our foundation. Visit Friends of KC-1400 Inc. on Givelify. But look, man, coming up, I know we're about to drop this, but I will say this right here. We got a new hoodie coming. We're not going to pre-order this hoodie, but we will make this hoodie available for purchase next week. So we're going to key in due to the time of development. Once we send it to the printer, once we got a blackout versus Texas Southern. So Texas Southern is a blackout, and November the 4th, it's going to be a little cool. Alcorn's with a whiteout. Might have a little something for Alcorn too, but we dropped this in the Platinum chat earlier, man. I want to share. Because we consider ourselves to be what? The standard, right? So we got a new hoodie coming. We'll drop that out right there. New hoodie coming straight to the website, man. So we'll let you guys know when this will be available. We want to make sure we're not going to do a pre-order because of the time frame and because merch has been such a major turnaround time. So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to order up in bulk on inventory. So just going to put that out there so you can see it. It'll be on sale next week. Those hoodies you will be able to purchase them, and the turnaround time will be way faster than what we've done. So I think it's best for us to do it this way than to do pre-order. But I'm gonna put that out there now, so kind of get your mind ready for it. We're in the process of finalizing the design and coming up with a really good price point. Just know that these hoodies are gonna be great quality. we don't sell Jackson State merch, but we get creative with our designs, and I don't think you're gonna have too many. Hey, so listen. I'm glad you said this. I'm glad you said that. Listen, if you need, do me a favor, y'all. If you need big sizes, we will have 4X available, even 5X if you need one. Shoot me an email, man. Shoot me an email and let me know if you need a 4X. So I wanted to make sure that we order the exact amount that we needed. And we'll have 100 of these available, man. We'll have 100 in all different sizes from small all the way up to 4X. So if you need a 4X, shoot me an email. We'll get them out. So this is why I'm saying it now. And this is how I'll say this and we'll get going. As soon as these are available, we're going to let you know they're on the website, though, and then you can go purchase them, and the turnaround time will be much faster. So what we want to do is we'll make them available for purchase when they are already in the process of printing and getting ready to ship back to our design team. So once they hit the design team, boom, you can start ordering, and then the turnaround time would be around a week. You will have these before the November the 4th blackout game versus Texas Southern. Shop with us, man. We figured we focus on that one. Also, we got hoodies coming. We're not sure if we're going to drop these in the navy and white just yet, but we will have logo tees. If you want to rock a logo tee with KC-1400 logo on there, that's fine. We'll have those available coming up soon. So I just wanted to tease you a little bit so you can see what was coming. And we had another idea, but we figured these standard would be probably the best way because you can rock this hoodie, whether it's a blackout event, whether it's just you want to rock black. Everybody know who the is. I know what it is. So love the design. Appreciate my brother Merch Pack, my brother Jason from Merch Pack. So the Platinum chat was going crazy, man. And listen, for those that don't know, all Platinum members they will get a discount off merch. So if you're not a Platinum member, become one, man. So you know the membership pays for itself anytime. We're gonna be dropping dope merch. We're gonna do a different drop every month, and we'll do it that way. And just so you guys know, if you're purchasing that way, where you have long sleeve tees, we are in the process of looking for long sleeve tees. More than likely, the long sleeve tees will be in a different color. But if there is a demand for the long sleeve tees, Leonard, we definitely do it for you. I may even have a few of them, but just wanted to make sure we had a market for it before we invest that. So right now we're focusing on the hoodies, but we will all black everything. These standard. I like that. I like that. Love that, man. So just know it's coming, man. It's already in the making. We already getting started with it. We approved the design, and we're excited about it, man. So we already got mad orders on the wave. If we go above 100, we go above 100. We'll do 150, 200. Y'all let us know. It's 400 people on this live stream right now. Why can't we do? We got all kind of stuff flying around this joke. Anyway, so but if you let us know, man. Let us know if you need a 4X. Shoot me an email. Let me know you want one, man. We'll count it up. We'll tally it up. And we'll make one big order, and it'll be ready to roll. We will start the orders will start on Monday, so let us know. We'll come back on Monday, and we'll go from there, man. You got anything, bro, before we get out of there? All right, man. Let me go shut this thing down, man, so my brother can get some sleep, man. Y'all know I'm still on Cali time, man. So as of right now in my world, it's what time is it? It's 9 o'clock at my house. Yeah, it's 9:22. So I'm good with it, man. Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you, Birch. Hey man, this the brother that came up with the design. If you got anybody out there that's in apparel in the merch game, hit my brother up, man. We ain't. He's a FAMU Rattler. He said he'll rock that shirt. So listen, y'all, any of them Rattlers out there, it's his design now. So we working with him. That's why we, don't ride him too hard if you get one of them shirts, man. No problem, Miss Hester. No worries. No, you good on that. You good on all that. It's at your leisure. We just wanted to let folks know what the perks were. But everybody that wanted that 4X, man, shoot me an email because I got to tally those up. A lot of those will be special order. So we definitely want to make sure we have those available because you don't want to over order on the size and not be able to get rid of them. We want to get them out to you as quickly as possible. Like I said, these will be available and they will be in your hand the week before the Texas Southern game. So we'll open up the link sometime next week when they started print. We don't want you to start buying them until they start printing. That's the goal. So we can cut down on turnaround time. We don't want to tie up any money and any of that type stuff. We want to make sure that we have them in the queue ready to rock and roll. So these are going to be exclusive. Like I said, if y'all let us know if we need to make 150 or 200. How many you think we need to make, Zoe?
12.
250. He said 12. Zoe said 250 of them, man. But y'all let us know, man. Hey, shoot us an email. Let us know you want one, man. If you're going to be at the Texas Southern game. Now, this is the thing. It's a blackout. It's a blackout game versus Texas Southern. Might even have some new uniforms on. I don't know. What you think? We might. Who knows, man? Show up. Pull up. TD, you got anything, brother?
Yeah, we need one of those, bro.
You gonna get you one of them?
Yeah.
TD gonna have that thing. We rocking them joints, man. We gonna have them on at the game. Now we projecting hoodies. It's gonna be cool now. November the 4th in Jackson. It's a daytime game, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a daytime game, but these are good quality, man. So the website obviously will be also speaking of merch. You guys should be receiving all your orders this week, man. I got all the inventory, the remaining inventory. We do have some shirts on the website right now that are available. The standard red t-shirt, not the standard. We love the hate red t-shirt. We have some navy logo tees on the website, and all the additional inventory of the other colors that are out there. Those should be on the website as well. If not, they'll be updated by tomorrow, available for purchase. But if you order the shirt from us, you pay for a shirt. We got some pictures today. Some folks got their "The I Love" versus the Coalition t-shirts. Those are already shipped out. So you should, if you didn't get it today, you either should get it tomorrow or sometime this weekend and possibly Monday. So everybody should have their orders, with the exception of a couple of sizes that may have didn't come in. But now that we got clear with that, now we about to really rev it back up. It's time to go now because they done let the doors open and the Alabama Nats done came in this thing, man. Anywho, last thing before we get out of here, just a reminder that Miss Rochelle be having a very important show on Sunday. We'll close out with this last one and then we'll get out of here, man. So don't forget, go over to Miss No Gray, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to tune in on Sunday night. We do plan on we won't do a reaction show tomorrow because we're actually going to leave as soon as the game is over. So what we may do is we may just do one on Sunday before Rochelle goes on or even after. Either or, we'll do a reaction show to tomorrow's game. Again, for those that don't know, the game is on ESPN Plus, 3 p.m. kickoff Central Time. Yeah, I love Go Tigers, man. Got anything? Everybody good? All right, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let my brother go get him some Z's, man. All right, man. JSU by 40.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.